Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Emma. You know what time it is. It's time for spelling. Let's do the Speedy Six.
We might not have time for all 6 activities every session, but these 6 activities are really important to shape your spelling brain. 6 spelling activities. 6 spelling activities. Those words look a little bit peculiar, don't they? What have I done to them? Well, when we talk, we're using speech sounds. So when we write or when we're reading, those words are made up of pictures of speech sounds. We say words and we talk on paper using graphemes. I call them pictures of speech sounds. Speech sounds into pictures of speech sounds. That's what we're doing when we're talking on paper, when we're spelling words. Look, the elephant is talking. But to write something down, we need to know the speech sounds, and we need to know the pictures of the speech sounds in that word. So we start with speech sounds, duck hands, lines and numbers. What does that mean? Well, it means we're going to get our spelling brains organised. Duck hands are used with your hand from left to right. So when we say the word elephant, you'll use your duck hands to show the speech sounds from left to right, ready to go down on paper as pictures of speech sounds. Now, you don't need to have your own speech sound duck. You can use your duck hands wherever you are, just using your hand or any puppet. Look at these grade 6s. These are in Australia, showing us their duck hands.
Duck, duck, hands, duck hands.
SSP teachers use their duck hands when they're calling the register to check who's there in the morning.
Good morning, Lily.
Lily.
Good morning, Leo.
Leo.
Good morning, Lulu.
Lily.
Good morning, Tyler.
Tyler.
Good morning, Sarah.
Sarah.
Good morning.
Even really big kids learn how to use their duck hands, don't they?
Yes. Yes.
So let's duck hand the word elephant from left to right. Just give the sounds and don't forget to sweep to blend.
E, O, E, T. Elephant.
So what about the speech sound lines and numbers? E, O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. Now these are phonetic symbols. That means each one represents a speech sound. I know they might look like letters, but they represent the sound because letters don't represent anything until they're in a word. So it would be easier if we thought about just the sounds and we use one of these symbols to show the sounds. E, O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. That funny E that looks like sort of back to front, that represents the schwa, which is like a sound, which sounds very silly when you say it outside of a word. Those year 6 children you saw, they're taught by my friend, Mrs. D. And during the year, they're constantly thinking about the speech sounds and the pictures of the speech sounds. And they think about all the words that when they use the schwa sound, that silly schwa sound, and they try to work out which is the picture for the schwa in that word. and they put it on the wall in their spelling cloud. So what I'm going to do when we do the Speedy Six spelling activities is I want to shape your brain so that your brain sees words as pictures of speech sounds. Every letter has a job. It might be on its own, it might not be. That's what we're going to explore. So where are the pictures of the speech sounds? This is something I call code mapping. I'm going to use black, grey, black, grey, black, grey, black to show how the word is segmented. O, I, F, N, T, elephant. There are those phonetic symbols again, the symbols that just represent the sounds. Speech sounds turned into pictures of speech sounds when we talk on paper. Elephant. Now I find those phonetic symbols a little bit confusing because a lot look like letters of the alphabet. It's really important we have a symbol, a character to represent the speech sound that isn't a letter until it's in a word, but I just found them a little bit boring. So look what I did.
Let me introduce you to my speech sound monsters because I struggle to remember the phonetic symbols, but I don't forget the monsters.
E, O, I, F, N, T.
Elephant. So if I'm going to spell a word, I'll say it. Elephant, duck hands. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant, speech sound lines. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant, check it. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant, speech sound numbers. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. But I choose the speech sound monsters instead of the phonetic symbols because they're phonetic symbols for kids. O, I, N, T. Elephant. O, I, F, N, T. Elephant.
E, O, I, F, N, T.
Elephant. So what are the pictures of the sounds in the word elephant? That's the picture for E, the E. That's the picture for O, the L. That's the picture for the I, the E. That's the picture for the F, O, I, F. That's the picture for the the schwa. That's the picture for the N, the N. And that's the picture for the sound T, for the speech sound monster T. E, O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. E, O, I, F, N, T. Elephant. So instead of having to remember the phonetic symbols, I just have to remember the speech sound monsters. The speech sound monsters all say their own sound. Because remember, letters don't make sounds. They represent sounds in a word. Look at this. If you had this as a word on its own, this wouldn't be the schwa. That would be the a, because the word would be ant, ant. Ant. But in this word, when we're talking on paper, we don't say elephant, do we? We say elephant, elephant. So that's the schwa. So this is what we're going to do with the Speedy Six. So you're going to have your own speech sound monster mat. And if you get the Spelling Piano app, you can find all these monsters and their phonetic symbols. O.
O.
Ah.
O.
Or.
Or.
Ow.
Ow.
Oi.
Oi.
Air.
Air.
You.
You.
Your.
Your.
J.
J.
J. Ear.
Ear.
So learn the monsters. It's going to really help you when we're doing the Speedy Six spelling.
Elephant. Monster spelling. E-O-E-F-O-N-T. Elephant. Let's take away those phonetic symbols. Elephant. So 2 letter E's, but they're pictures of different speech sounds, and the monsters really help us with that. When we haven't got the monsters there, they're just letters. And if we already know the word, we can figure it out. But if we don't know the word, we need those speech sound monsters. Even if the code mapping shows us where the graphemes are, where those sound pictures are, the sound pics. If we haven't seen the word, we need the code mapping and the monster mapping. So together, we're going to explore lots and lots of words. We're going to explore all the spelling choices for every speech sound.
E. O. E. We could write that one in. T. Elephant. I used the spelling clouds on my speech sound wall. We're going to be exploring this. Every spelling choice for every word, not just the ones we look at in our phonics, in our 4 code levels.
And whenever you're spelling a new word, what are you going to hear me say?
Don't forget your deckhands.